Adobe Firefly is the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video editing for today's creative process. Built for creators of every kind, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, the budgets aren't getting bigger, and the timelines, oh yeah, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Unlock a better way to make with Adobe Firefly.
Instagram teen accounts have automatic protections for what teens see and who can contact them, plus time management tools. And Instagram will continue adding built-in safety features to help create age-appropriate experiences. Learn more about teen accounts and Instagram's ongoing work to protect teens online at instagram.com/teen accounts.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Car Diaries. I believe this is episode 10. Wow, episode 10. You guys know where I've just come from, right? The gym. No excuses, 5 days a week, no excuses. Even when I travel, we have to find a gym. Luckily, when I travel, I usually stay in decent hotels and they've got decent gyms. So yeah, no excuses. And this time, my gym routine, we're upping it because we are going to do another weight cut. Now, you old school subscribers will know or remember that 2 years ago, let me in please. 2 years ago, are you really not letting me in? Oh, he's not letting me in. Look at this guy. What is it? Not swearing. 2 years ago, we did a weight cut to 175 pounds. We called it Road to 175 pounds. Because I just wanted to feel what a boxer goes through. Like, I'm not a fighter. I'm not gonna have a fight. No, I'm not gonna have a fight. But I wanted to feel like what a weight cut was like in 6 weeks. So I think we started around 210 pounds and we cut to 175. And it was hard. It was very hard. In fact, I think we went lower than I think we went 173. This time round, I'm trying to find a 5 to 6 week window, and this might sound crazy, but I want to do a weight cut to 168. I know I can do it. Again, it's all up here. It's going to be difficult physically, but it's all up here. Obviously, I'm a bit older. I'm 2 years older. I'm 44, but I think I can do it. So yeah, we're going to do Road to 168 pounds. It's going to be filmed like last time. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And what I'm going to do this time, I feel like this camera's bent. What I'm going to do this time is show you a lot more of my nutrition. I did show a bit last time, but this time you're going to see everything I'm eating, all the supplements I'm taking, just to cut this weight. So yeah, we're looking to do it pretty soon. Before I travel. I'm traveling to America June 14th, so it's probably going to be after that then. But yeah, we are going to do a road to 168 pounds. All right, quite a bit of boxing to talk about. I am going to talk about, a few people have asked me about my time in Nigeria, which was interesting, and a furniture company that I had, that my ex still has. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, boxing wise, obviously I was in Nottingham for the Zone. Everyone's like, Ade, you're back. Kind of back, but we're back. It was amazing, loved it, honestly. Incredible atmosphere. I've been to the Motor Point Arena a few times, so I kind of knew what to expect. And those boys did not disappoint. By those boys, I mean the Nottingham fans. Incredible. Leewood, unlucky. He's coming up against like a Kache who's just like, he's 36, but he's almost fighting like he's 26. Like, he's just fresh. He's a fresh 26 or 36-year-old that's not been in many wars, if any, really. And Lee's just been in maybe one too many wars. Looked a bit undersized, been out the ring for 19 months. I'm not giving him excuses, I'm just trying to say these are facts. So yeah, it was a bit hard seeing Lee get hurt like that, because I'm a big Leewood fan. Ezra Taylor was on the card as well. He looked good against Troy Jones. This weekend at the Copper Box, this is definitely bent in it, that's better I think. This weekend at the Copper Box, we've got Johnny Fisher versus Dave Allen. This car is going the wrong way. That van just went the wrong way. crazy. This weekend at the Copper Box, we got Johnny Fisher. I think they're calling it the Copper Bosch. But it's good. It's in my hometown of Stratford or Hackney. Pressure's on, boy. Pressure's on Johnny Fisher. This ain't gonna be easy. I feel like this could be exactly like the first fight. So that tight, and Johnny might nick it again, right? But I think it's gonna be a tough fight. But yeah, looking forward to it. I just like being sort of at fights where I know the atmosphere is gonna be incredible. And I think, what does the Copper Box hold? 8,000-9,000? I think it's nearly a sellout. So I'm expecting the atmosphere to be incredible. Final one on boxing before we talk some personal shit. Manny Pacquiao coming back at 46 really has pissed me off. Like, I don't know. Manny Pacquiao must have made, I'm going to say conservatively, $500 million in his career. All right. Like, the money he must have made for the, am I behind a fucking bus here for no reason? The money he must have made for the Floyd Mayweather fight alone. I mean, it must have taken, okay, what is going on here? Must have taken over 100 million for that. So it's a shame that he's coming back for a payday, but it is what it is, man. I mean, the horrible thing isn't Manny Pacquiao coming back. The horrible thing is Manny Pacquiao coming back, fighting for a world title, and the WBC putting him number 5 in their rankings. Oh, you wonderful human being, thank you. The WBC putting him number 5 in their rankings. Thank you, my man. That's what's disgraceful. And look, he's going to get beat up by Barrios. He's 46. I watched Manny Pacquiao's last fight. He had an exhibition fight last year, and he got beat up in that. So I don't know. It's sad. I find it sad, but it is what it is. WBC will do what they want to do. You know, I consider the green and gold belt the best belt in boxing, but some of their decisions just baffle me. All right, let's talk about a furniture company I used to have, which is what I feel like I've lived 20 lives. But me and my ex had a furniture company called Majeurs Chesterfield. She still got it. Majeurs spelled Majeurs. So check it out. She still got it. I think she's still doing like really good things. And it's just so random, but I actually loved it. It was so random. So we bought a Chesterfield. Do you guys know what a Chesterfield is? It's like a piece of furniture, so like chairs, sofas, and they have like buttons all in them. So anyway, long story short, yeah, we bought one for our house. This is when I was working at Islington Council. So we bought one for I think like 800 quid or something outrageous, like way too expensive for me. Like 800 quid back then was a lot of bloody money. Anyway, she was in Sainsbury's. This is a very random story, but we're gonna get to the good bits. She was in Sainsbury's one day, yeah. I know people used to pin like adverts like on like a notice board, and she saw that someone was selling basically, so we bought one piece, a long 3-seater sofa for like 900 quid, I can't remember, and she saw that someone was selling a 3-piece, a 2-piece, and an armchair for like 600. So she was like, oh my god, should we try and buy it and sell it? And I was like, are you mad? Are you crazy? Like, what was this? What are you talking about? Anyway, long story short, we bought it and we sold it for like 3 times the money. No bullshit, no cap. So then it was like a light bulb moment, like ding. So we ended up, we ended up buying more, like all our savings. So we would buy these pieces of furniture, again called the Chesterfield. We would buy them all up and down the country, all up. We would rent a 6th van and we would buy them all up and down the country, like stock the van full. So my job basically would be to find these pieces. I'd be on fucking eBay, where else? Gumtree, trying to find these pieces. And we would go all up and down the country, pack a van out, come back to my flat, kind of mad, come back to my flat in Stratford and carry them upstairs. This is crazy, but it's just true. Carry them upstairs and then advertise them, like take photos of them and advertise them. And because, it's a bit cheeky this, but because we were buying them in places outside London, when you come back to London, clean them up a little bit and advertise them, fucking bars and pubs and restaurants were taking them off us for 10 times the amount. I would find these pieces for like a tenner and we would sell them for like a couple £100. Like, this is true. It got so big, we had them all in my flat. Like, we had about 30 pieces all in my flat, stacked up literally in the kitchen, in the hallway, everywhere. We made a bit of money. We then decided to get one of those, you know, them self-storage places. So we got one of those self-storage places. This is crazy. Got one of those self-storage places, and we then started buying more, selling more. We sold to everyone. Like, we sold some of these pieces. Again, I just had an eye for these things. We sold them to like high-end restaurants, people that lived in like Chelsea and all those kind of places. They were buying them off us. So we moved from a storage place to like a little studio in Stratford. It was mad, actually. And then she learned, to be fair, how to fix damaged ones. So like the leather on them, she learned how to fix damaged ones, and I learned how to like change the legs and stuff. Honestly, it was wild. We weren't making, this makes it sound like we were making loads of money. We weren't making loads of money, but we were making decent money. We bought a van, so we didn't rent from Sixt anymore. We bought a van, and then, this is the wild story. You can Google this. Google this if you do not believe me. Google Mazurs, Majeurs, 10 Downing Street. Google Mazurs, Prince Charles. Mazurs ITV. People started finding out about us because really and truly, furniture upholstery and carpentry is not really a black thing, is it? Let's call a spade a spade. So people started finding out about us, and fucking, we were invited to 10 Downing Street to speak about this because we were like a small business, right? A small business, and they were trying to really push small businesses at the time. We were invited to 10 Downing Street. We showed a piece of our furniture to David Cameron, the Prime Minister at the time. No bullshit. We then got a bit of funding, and then we moved to a bigger studio in Bermondsey. Fucking wild story. We did this for about 3 years. Moved to a bigger studio in Bermondsey. Prince Charles came. Guys, I know this is going to sound like Ade whatever. Google it. Just Google it yourself. Prince Charles came to see the fucking furniture, which is nuts. Again, small business, and they're promoting small business. Yeah, ITV came. We were on ITV in the morning. Like, me and her were on ITV talking about it. Wild times. By the way, I'm working at Islington Council. So again, we weren't making crazy money, but it was good little money. Enough for us to go on holiday and buy some bits. And then, so we were doing it. But what we wanted to do was make our own furniture. So bear in mind, what we were doing is just buying furniture, cleaning it up, restoring it a little bit, changing the color of the furniture. We learned how to do all that kind of stuff. Literally change the color of the furniture. What we wanted to do was make our own furniture. So we decided, I'm gonna get the year wrong here. 2000, I'm gonna say 2017. We decided to move to Nigeria. Because obviously labor is cheap, and we wanted to start making them. So we thought, you know what, fuck it. We've made a bit of money, all our savings. I was happy to leave Islington Council. So we moved to Nigeria. Actually, let me go this way. We moved to Nigeria and built a factory. Well, no, that's not true. We had a factory on, like, we kind of made a factory right next to our house. Like, we had a bit of space and we made a factory. We employed, so we were building, we were making this stuff. Again, she still does it, so you can go and check what she does. Majeurs, she's doing really well. But we, I'd say at one stage, we had about, man, bear in mind, labor's cheap in Nigeria. We had about 30 employees. So we had, no, that's a lie, about 20. So we had like 10 carpenters, and 10 upholsterers. So 10 people that would build the frames of any design. Like, these guys were so talented, and 10 people that would then sort of put the foam on it, the leather, etc., etc. It was a crazy time, a time that, you know, when people say, do you have any regrets? No regrets at all. I loved it. It was a great experience. We used to go to the market in Nigeria, buy the wood. Like, literally, you would just buy the wood right there. Like, it was crazy. You would ask them for dimensions and they would cut the wood for you, and then someone would bring the wood to your house. We'd go to the market and buy the leather, buy the foam. It was just a wild time. Me and my ex split up. I came back to the UK and focused on doing my journalism stuff. And she carried on doing it. I met her, I'm gonna say 2 years ago. I went to Nigeria and saw her. A factory that she's got now, I can't even tell you the size of it. Honestly, I felt like asking for some money. I was like, one second, I set this fucking thing up. But the factory she's got now, or had when I went, was incredible. I'd say she's probably got about 40 employees, international employees as well. She's got people working from the Philippines, everything. It's incredible. So kudos to her. But yeah, as I said, crazy time. Nigeria was wonderful. I lived in Nigeria for 2 years. It helped me learn the language. Just that experience of living in Nigeria. We didn't live in a rich part of Nigeria. We most certainly lived in a poorer part of, I'm turning around, this is a joke thing, that traffic there is crazy. We certainly lived in a poorer part of Nigeria, but it was a fantastic time. And that furniture stuff was, honestly, it was wild. That's why, see, okay, this kind of brings it full circle. The chair that I used to sit on, the green chair, that's a Chesterfield. So it's almost paying homage to that. That's a Chesterfield chair that I sit on. And that's one that we had, we didn't fix up and I just kept it. But yeah, that's it. That's where the green chair comes from. The green chair productions, if you like, all stems from me just randomly making and buying and selling these things and then sitting on that chair. Like, I only sat on that chair because there was nothing else to sit on. And lo and behold, sitting on that chair and doing YouTube videos has changed my life. But it all stems from that. What a crazy period. Honestly, crazy period, but an amazing period as well. Like, we used to get up at 3 in the morning. I'm not even joking, people. Like, drive to Wells, we'd map it. Wells, Liverpool, Newcastle to buy furniture. And then I remember one day we got to Newcastle. I timed it all wrong. So we got to Newcastle. Slow down. We got to Newcastle. I promised the seller that I would be there at like 8 p.m. Just got it all wrong. We ended up getting there at 11 p.m. They were livid, but you know, we'd already bought it, so we're there. I remember just putting in the sat nav, like, okay, home. And I think it was something like, it must have been something like 500 miles and I can't remember, like 5 hours. So remember, we were leaving at 5 a.m. We ended up getting back at something like 5 a.m. Honestly, crazy times, but enjoyable times. Life's all about experiences. And that was most certainly one of the most craziest experiences of my life. All right.